Just a dusty old clock radio and a black and white TV. Remember those? Well, I gotta find some new friends who won't know my name.
Good evening, and welcome to Play Something Good. We're so glad to have you back with us as we welcome this week's guest, Stormy Cromer. As always, check us out on PlaySomethingGood.com. And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Chris Christopherson's still a prophet to them. Yeah, they'll all love John Bryan and Noah Johnny Cash. Walk the line, and Chris Christopherson's still a prophet to them. Just like me.
Will be your host, Dan McCaslin. And coming to this beautiful stage, we have none other than Stormy Cromer. If y'all have not heard of them, you are in for a real treat because we heard them getting set up and warming up. And these guys rock. You guys are really going to enjoy it at home. So keep tuning in, and they will be up here shortly. Please like, share, follow, all that kind of good stuff, and enjoy the show.
Well, I hear police cars coming. I guess they're coming for me. Oh no. That old radio just keeps buzzing. Goddamn bullets shattered the TV. Wasn't anything good on anyhow. Guess I'm headed back to my old friends, where they all know my name, where they laugh at me and ask me how I've been. Hey, hey, Robert, where no one is to blame, not me. And no one there loves John Bryan or cares what Johnny Cash walk the line. Chris Christopherson's just an actor to them. Yeah, no one there loves John Bryan or cares what Johnny Cash walk the line. Chris Christopherson's just an actor to them. But not to me.
I know that I should be having a good time, but I can't ignore this crack in my mind. And as my patience flows out with the current, something more frantic is swept inside. Your smiling faces all look the same, but a cold tight tongue leaves me at a loss of what to say. And as I recall, this is all too familiar. Is it nature or nurture? I wonder that made me this way. No, just wanna get to know the world a little bit better. 'Cause everything's better when I'm feeling fine, yeah. So I thought I'd try on one of your sweaters, but you looked right at me and you said, hey man, that's mine. When I'm stuffed up, it helps to get out and walk. But familiarity approaches from a couple of blocks. So before it hits, I make the first left. Would have set me back too far if I had to talk. It's not that I find you at all annoying. It's just that I tend to get the best results avoiding. And it's where it's the small things that can all add up like a paper cut. Or maybe I'm wrong and everything's just fucked up. I just wanna get to know the world a little bit better. 'Cause everything is better when I'm feeling fine, yeah. And I'm just a little bit more affected by the weather. Ever since I lost my umbrella when I was 9. Covered in lost in time. We'll be what we're fine. I tell you why. Thanks, y'all. We're Stormy Cromer. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Play Me Something Good podcast for having us in this lovely studio. We're going to keep going with some music for you. Thanks y'all so much out there in cyberspace. We are Stormy Cromer. Woo! We're having a bunch of fun here, if you couldn't tell. I'm having a bunch of fun. Hell yeah.
How you guys doing tonight?
I see you. I see you guys.
Oh, good to hear.
Could be on
Good
your
to
couch.
hear. Yeah.
Could be in your car.
Everybody said they're jaying off because it sounds great.
Oh, nice. That's good. That's good.
Jack and Jill going on.
So, for those of you that don't know, our name is Stormy Cromer. We're based out of Ypsilanti, Michigan. We tour all over the Midwest. Sometimes over to the west, sometimes to the east. We're hoping to get down south sometime soon too. So please keep an eye on our social medias. Our tours dropping. If you feel like giving us a little bit of a tip ski tonight because you like the music and we're really broke, that's not a joke. You can Venmo at Emin-Lancer. That's my name, probably the hardest name in the band if you don't know me, but that's at AMIN-LANSEUR. Or you can PayPal us at Stormy Cromer, no spaces. You can catch us live if you're in the Michigan area in 2 weeks ish, I think, at the Oh My Festival down in Adrian. I believe tickets are still on sale. There's about 13 bands, a bunch of great acts. So come on through, 2 nights of camping, lots of fun stuff, outdoor adventure. So that's enough gabbing. I think that we're going to get real fun with this next one.
I really like Amin's sunglasses.
It's Brendan's birthday.
I turned older.
I guarantee it. That's not untrue.
Yeah, I heard.
Hope everyone's having a good Saturday night.
Seconded. That song was called Vogue Motive.
Yeah. It's about Brendan's birthday.
It's about my birthday. And also, not Skyrim.
Yeah, it's not about Skyrim.
It's not about Skyrim. You wouldn't want to make it about Skyrim.
Happy birthday to Brennan.
I turned old.
If you want to know what that song is about, you can shoot us an email. We'll tell you. StormyCromerLive@gmail.com.
Call our
That's also
agent.
how you book us. If you need to book us. Vogue Motive is the name of the song. It gets its name from when we were writing it, we were like, oh, it sounds like a futuristic fashion show happening on like a light rail high-speed train traveling through like a dystopian desert. Yeah. Which is not what the song's about. All right. This next one's called Scrunson's Brother.
It's about Scrunson's brother.
He's coming down. From way uptown, he strolls, and behind his eyes he knows what to say. That itching is at bay. He's all around. He's coming down on you with a message for the crew. Deep in time, feel a soft warm light, and though making the scene. Thanks, y'all. I think we got one more, and then we're gonna. Who knows what we're gonna do after that? We got one more song for sure, though.
Okay.
Okay, 10, 15 minutes. Do we want to do limits, or do we want to do something else?
What?
We only have 15 minutes. I probably can't really do limits in 15 minutes. Teacher? Unless we do it like no jam, basically.
Do what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to the guy that isn't going to have to talk to the cops if they show up.
I'll talk to him.
Don't get super lost in this one, boys. We're gonna try and not get super lost in the song that we get the most super lost in. Thank you all so much. You. Thank you to the Play Me Something Good podcast for having us in this beautiful space. We've had a blast. Our name is Stormy Cromer. Many thanks.
Thank you, Internet.
I know that I should be having a good time, but I can't ignore this crack in my mind. And as my patience flows out with the current, something more frantic is swept inside. Your smiling faces all look the same, but a cold tight tongue leaves me at a loss of what to say. And as I recall, this is all too familiar. Is it nature or nurture? I wonder that made me this way. Oh, just wanna get to know the world a little bit better. 'Cause everything's better when I'm feeling fine, yeah. So I thought I'd try on one of your sweaters, but you looked right at me and you said, Thanks, y'all. We are Stormy Cromer. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Play Me Something Good podcast for having us in this lovely studio. We're going to keep going with some music for you.
Say I'm too old to be a rebel. They may be too, but the joy not for them. 'Cause I'd rather be 6 foot and pushing daisies than to let them bastards get inside my head. And I'm proud that they think I'm a rebel. Yeah, 'cause all my life that's followed me around. That don't mean I go in to look for trouble. But you know I've never turned it down, no way. Hit me, boy. Jesus Christ was a rebel. But I ain't saying I'm anything like him. I'm just saying you better check yourself, boy, before you look at me and you start to condemn. And I'm proud that they think that I'm a rebel. Yeah, 'cause all my life that's followed me around. That don't mean I go in to look for trouble. tramp brigade of the 17th Infantry. Yeah, we chased them out of Sumter and dropped them at Bull Run. Well, I held out that Southern Cross 'cause I'm a Confederate son. Take them down, take them down, take them down. Take them down, take them down, boys, take them down. Well, all right, yeah. Well, I was singing Dixie, though my heart did yearn. But I kept drinking whiskey the night Atlanta burned. Take 'em down, take 'em down, take 'em down. Take 'em down, take 'em down, boys, take 'em down. Take 'em down, take 'em down, take 'em down. Take 'em down, take 'em down, boys, take 'em down. Hey, take 'em down. Hey. Rain is falling, and it covers all the ground. Rain keeps falling, and it covers all the ground. Well, it must be a hurricane. All the trees have fallen down. Oh, muddy river, muddy river on the rise. Oh, muddy river, muddy river on the rise. Well, I can't find my family. Wind and rain are in my eyes. Cash on guitar, Chris Brown on bass, Steve Miles on drums, I'm Robert Lewis Jr.
Empty your eyes, await my translation. I sympathize with the flaws of creation. I see your empty thoughts. Let me explain and placate them. Here and now, we're constrained by elation. And free, and free. Untainted innocence at all. Drifting from the same, silently prolonging the slowly spreading stain, the holy place I am wronging. What is
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Play Something Good podcast. We're sitting here this evening with none other than Stormy Cromer. That's right, you heard it here.
Dan, your mic's fucked.
Oh, man. What's the deal? What's going on, man?
Try it again.
Oh. Hello, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Play Something Good. I mean, it sounds great up here. What's the problem we're having?
Sounds like shit back here.
Huh. Well, I mean, it's in. I could always grab a different mic.
If you want to use this
I've
one,
got so much feedback.
Feedback. Excuse us a moment.
where's the camera?
It's up there.
Yeah, there's one there.
How is that?
There's two.
There's one up by the red light.
There's multiple ones.
Oh, by the red light.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be there in a minute. Go.
check.
Check.
This mine's on.
Yeah. That's weird.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all can hear me out there, but if you can,
We'll just share.
without further ado, we are sitting here tonight with none other than Stormy Cromer. That's right. Guys, I have one question, and really one question only for this interview on my mind, and I want to know, how much did gangster rap influence your sound?
Oh, man, the Chronic's like probably my top 5 listened to albums.
Like the original Chronic or Chronic 2001?
The original, or both, but like the original
You're
Chronic,
OG.
definitely. Yeah.
You're OG. Yeah, I could feel it. I sense that. Anybody else? Any?
I don't listen to a ton. I used to more, but I am a big fan of Jurassic 5, and I do not think that they necessarily constitute gangster rap. But their bass lines are killer through and through. Like pretty much every tune, whoever's playing bass on Jurassic 5 albums is on fire.
I agree. Shout out Jurassic 5.
Yeah, I think we have a wide breadth of influences, and there's a surprising amount of gangster rap influence, I would say, for us. But it depends on who you're talking to. Spencer probably the most, as he was eager to jump in. You could tell. Ryan and I have our history.
I'm probably the least.
Brendan's probably the least. The least gangster.
Oh, you must be on channel 2. Why don't you try grabbing that other mic? Let's see if that works a little better.
Check. I probably have the least gangster rap influence. I grew up in Metro Detroit and in Livonia. Testing.
Keep going.
I grew up in Livonia. I listened to classic rock. Didn't really hear a whole lot, but I like it now.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Brendan's been opening. We've been opening his world to the world of hip hop a little bit over the last few years. So.
Swenson's Brother is my favorite hip hop song.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, guys, that about wraps it up. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, one thing I wanted to say is when I was listening to you guys, it reminded me kind of like a naked man running and jumping off a cliff into a large body of water while simultaneously defecating. Would you guys agree with that analysis?
No.
I'm definitely not going to disagree with the way that you perceive our art. I mean, it's up to the consumer, and to us, I think that just opens up a world of possibilities to what our sound could be.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that I disagree with you, but the question was, do you agree with it? You asking us, you know. The answer remains no.
I definitely never thought of that before, but I'll keep it in mind.
It's gonna probably be on your mind, like.
I'm curious why you think that. If I could kind of turn the interview back around on you.
It's just I closed my eyes and that's what I pictured, and I mean I can't help my interpretations. And I'm sorry if they're offensive.
Why do you
what
think
body of water?
I was just thinking like a large body of water, not like ocean large, maybe not even like
Like a
sea
Great
large.
Lake.
Like
Maybe not even a great, maybe like
Great Lake, Michigan.
like I don't know, like Cass Lake or Pontiac Lake,
Okay.
or something. But more like woodsy, remote destitute location,
Okay.
Not so much like not as custy as like Cass Lake, like somewhere a little
Sure.
more. It's over here. One of them was not working.
We had a little interface issue.
Everything, all the mics are working now.
I think we're all good
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, none of us hear ourselves very well, but as long as y'all
now.
hear
Want
us,
some monitor?
hear me,
I'll give you monitor.
well, we could all take a little hint of it if you got it.
Yeah. We'll take some monitor.
If I can get a hint more, Brendan.
Hey.
Hey now, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Oh, that's a little better. Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, pretty nice.
I'm drowning
That's
in
nice.
whiskey
Very
river.
Making a
nice.
new thing that I invented.
Okay, on a serious note here, this drummer has chops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boom-ts.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do when you already took the cymbal out.
Yeah. Oops.
That's why we
Oh,
hired
thank
him.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave him the job because he had chops. You know what I mean? We're not here for no bull. Like you're not any. None of that. Just chops, straight chops is what we want.
Like on the drums or on his face?
I was talking about the beard, I think.
Man, I was leaving that open for your interpretation. So whatever your interpretation is the right interpretation.
Yeah.
See?
Defecating thing.
I return the hospitality.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that we are good to go. Frank will let us know about all of our problems after the broadcast.
Thanks, Frank.
All right. So
Ready to start the interview now? You ready?
all right, guys, ready?
Let's do it.
We got Bodie over here.
Cheers. We'd like to welcome Stormy Cromer. You guys
Thank you.
played an amazing set. That
Thank
was
you.
killer. So killer. Let's start with introductions.
I'm Ryan King. I'm 29 years old. I'm about as close to 6 as you can get without actually hitting 6. And
I'll challenge you for that.
It's on, buddy. It's on. 164, and love to be here.
Are you
Happy
related
be
to Stephen King? I bet you get asked that a lot.
He doesn't respond. He won't tell me. So
Get a
I don't know.
DNA test.
I'm trying.
And you are the bass player.
Yes.
My favorite.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Moving on. Brendan.
I'm Brendan Collins. I'm 31 years old
Today.
today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
President.
Happy birthday to you.
I saw that in Wayne's World.
And many more.
Many more.
The prequel to Wayne's World 2. So you're a punk kid. Are you ready to have a birthday shot?
I mean,
We're gonna get to that.
yeah.
We're gonna get to that.
I would like to try the Japanese whiskey.
We're gonna.
I don't know if anyone has ever called me a punk before, except for maybe my grandma.
I'm allowed to do that.
He's your elder. He's all of our elders.
I am older than you by a couple years.
He'll take off his belt, and that's a whole different story altogether.
Fair.
All right, moving on.
Bodie's here to ask the serious questions.
I am Spencer Hansen. I play guitar, and I am slightly older than Brendan. I am 32.
Is it also your birthday?
No.
All right, moving on.
My name is Emmy Lancer. I'm 28. Since we're doing ages, the youngest in the band.
Woo!
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
he's the punk. All right.
I'm the punk, and I play drums.
Sorry, Brendan.
And I have chops.
You do have chops.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
So, what kind of astrological signs we dealing with here?
Ryan's an Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius.
Brendan's a Taurus. Spencer, you're. How do I know?
How do you know all this?
That's such a Taurus thing to fucking ask me in the middle of this interview. Jesus.
All right, wait. You want to hear some?
What's my sign, Brendan? What is it? And I'm a Libra. Ryan and I are both experiencing our Saturn return in Aquarius.
We're in the midst of our Saturn returns.
Yeah.
Shout out to Saturn. You guys already went through it, right?
I think so.
Saturn returns. Saturn
Saturn
return.
return.
What exactly does that mean? Explain to the people at home, as if they don't know what the Saturn Return is.
So Saturn Return.
And myself also.
It's all made up and that's not real. No, I'm just kidding. It's
what is real?
Yeah, exactly. I can tell you, but the Saturn Return is so the normal signs are like when the sun passes through whatever the sign is in the sky. That's the sun passes through every sign once a year. So Saturn passes through all 12 signs every 28 years, 28 and a half, 29 years. So the Saturn Return is when Saturn re-enters the sign it was in when you were born.
That reminds me of, maybe this will sound familiar to you guys. Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes around the moon. Isn't this all a big surprise?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I see the questions in your eyes.
That's very cosmic stuff.
Uh-huh.
Some save the best for last. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Do we not have another line? Why does Amin have two microphones?
His is not working great, so we're sharing.
Plug it in.
I can't hear.
Let me see this thing here. Oh, I don't think we have proper insertion. What about now?
Oh, shit.
There's still nothing in the monitor, even with.
No, you're in there a little bit. You want a little more monitor?
It's okay as long as I'm coming. I just wanted to make sure.
I think we're on broadcast. Like I said, we're having a
Who
little
knows?
technical difficulties tonight. We've lost one of our executive producers. Frank Amaldi is at home. He's under the weather, so we're winging it without him. So we're gonna do our best.
This is a pretty good
We
job.
miss
for
you,
winging
Frank.
He's gonna let us know how bad this is.
it. We think it's been great. This is the best
I'm glad.
Play Me Something Good podcast we've ever been on.
I'm glad. Thank you.
How was the night for you guys? Was it good?
It's been an amazing night. You guys were sick. Just sick.
Well,
So,
thanks.
yeah,
Thanks.
no, we're so glad to have you here. Thank you for coming out. Like, we really appreciate it. The show's been going great, and you guys are just the latest in a long line of really great performers that we've had on here. Like, we have been really, really surprised and thrilled and joyed at the people that have been on the show. Like, we've been lucky so far. So it's going great, and you guys did an amazing job, and thank you so much for coming.
I can't believe how many
Thanks for
good
having
bass
us.
players we've had on here. Like, I have not known in my entire life like very many like really sweet bass players, and then we started doing this show, and I'm just like, sweet bass players, sweet bass players.
It
It's
seems
like, what's
like
going on?
Detroit has a lot of bass players available. It seems like there's a lot of good bass players around Detroit.
Detroit runs deep, baby.
I think we're blessed. I think we are. But so, have you guys? How did you guys meet up? Did you all like grow up in Ypsilanti? Did you all go to school together? Meet up there? Like, when did you guys get together? How did this come to be?
Well, I'll answer for Brendan. No, nobody knows.
I'm a Taurus. I'll disagree with you.
Next.
We met. So Ryan and I have known each other since middle school, and we've been playing in bands together since high school. I think our first band.
Juggling Chainsaws was in middle school.
Yeah. So we've been playing together for a long time, and then we grew up. Yeah, we grew up in Ann Arbor. I moved to Ypsilanti for college, where I met Spencer at the music school, and then met Brendan at a Humphreys McGee show.
Yes. So the rhythm section has been solid from the start.
Yeah.
Well, when we started, I was on bass and Ryan was on guitar. We kind of did a little
That's
swap.
also true.
Yeah, actually,
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it bees like that.
Right.
People don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
What it do?
The last song we played is that the first song we ever wrote, Limits?
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah,
The first two or three.
I think that's the song that put Ryan on bass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's got that lick in 9.
Boom. Boom.
Well, I think one of the reasons I switched to bass is because I realized that I was not good enough at guitar to be in the forefront of the
You
sound.
seem to have a pretty good handle on the bass.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm sure many would disagree. But I can get by. Here's the thing about bass. Let me talk to you for a second. One of the reasons that
Where are we at?
one of the reasons that I was able to switch from guitar so successfully. I mean, this is an incredibly successful group, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Phenomenal.
Is that the bass frequency is so low that if you play a wrong note, it sounds like the right note. And so Spencer, who knows how to play the right note, was able to step into the guitar role, which is more audible.
So,
and I'm able.
So you're saying that the lack of ego helps you play bass, whereas guitar players are crippled by their ego.
Yeah, I mean, they're crippled by their ego, for sure. I mean, that's undeniable, right, guys? I mean, come on, it's a guitar player.
Most guitar players are akin to a man jumping off a cliff.
I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but I also play the bass.
Into a large
I
body
can
of water.
attest to that.
You
That I'll
know.
agree with.
So I got something very important to bring up about the bass. Speaking of bass, recently, now I've been playing bass since '96, and own several basses, not a ton, but several. And throughout the entirety of that time, up until less than 2 weeks ago, I had never purchased and installed on my bass a set of flat wounds ever.
Ooh, yeah.
Made that choice recently to give it a shot on main bass. And
I play flat wounds.
I
got
played
flats. I got flats on one and rounds on one.
I've played lots of flats on people's basses and stuff, but I've never bought any. I mean, somebody's given me back one of my basses I borrowed with flat wounds on it. I'm kind of hip to them, and it's because I never liked the slap tone. Not even that I do that much slapping, but like that is the reason I've never went to flats. But for this month coming up here, I went to flat wounds, and I swore that for the entire month I would not slap the bass, not even once, to bring awareness to COVID-19.
Damn.
No slapping bass.
Ladies and gentlemen, come back every week if you want to know what Dan thinks.
I gotta ask you, man. Roto wounds, man. You ever get those? Those are sick.
I've got round wound roto sound strings before, like the
Yeah.
the ones that Entwistle played, and
Yeah. Well, they're kind of like covered. It kind of seems like
roto wound.
yeah.
Are they made by Roto Sound?
So I have no idea. They're like
Probably.
it kind of almost feels like
I
electrical
was gonna
tape on
guess
them.
that.
They sound like
Whoa,
yeah, dude. I got one on my fret list.
electrical tape.
Yeah.
You know what else electrical tape's good for?
What's that?
Homemade pasties. I mean, pasties.
Ouch.
Damn.
Yikes.
Same spelling, different pronunciation.
So I want to actually.
It's not really a tomato thing.
Right.
Go ahead.
But I want to hop in on this for a second because I watched a interview, or it wasn't some type of
interview.
It was some thing that I saw with Thundercat.
And precedes a vowel.
Great,
Come on.
Yeah, right. The great bass player Thundercat was talking about showing up to a gig with a 5-string, and drummer saying like, "Get that out of here." Like they don't want that low string, and then also saying the same thing, and also saying the same thing about slap bass. Interesting, it's just like those are the things that bass players gravitate
There's a time and a place
towards.
for everything. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
If you're gonna audition to a group that doesn't have any slap bass or anything like that, then they're gonna tell you to get the fuck out of here. I mean,
that's true.
You gotta fit the part, right?
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, really, we shouldn't be slapping the bass, to be honest with you, because it's way more for our pleasure than the listeners usually.
99% of the time, yeah. Yeah, totally.
I have a secret. I actually like slap bass.
Oh no.
Everybody likes slap bass.
I like slap bass, but I prefer it more like done on a keyboard with like a cheesy patch, like Seinfeld or whatever.
Or just give me like one pop, like.
Yeah,
I like slap
one,
bass
like,
when Pete plays it on keys.
like in like Lenny when Lenny Kravitz did one of those songs that he did in like the late '90s or whatever, and so I can't even remember what it's called now, but it just got the one. I mean, it's so. I mean, it's in there, and it's in there at a good spot. And it's time. It's a horrible song. I mean, it's absolutely horrible, but very well placed slapping.
You did a good job.
Right, cool.
You did a good job with the bass line. Yes.
Cool.
All right. So you guys did Vogue Motive, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. That song, that was just killer to me. That was just hitting me hard. Like, where did that come from?
I
Well,
love that song.
we did this thing every Wednesday night was jam night.
Yeah.
and our whole rehearsal was just jamming. We all used to live in the same house. We all used to live in the same loft, right? And
Did you share the same significant other ever? Never mind. We don't got to get into that. It's all right. That was more of a joke, but after that silence there.
We'll talk about that next
See,
time.
remember I was talking about
more of a
sometimes
second
I
interview.
approach the edge. See, it happens by accident.
Don't let this man distract you. We were talking about Vogue Motive.
yeah, and we were doing this jam, and it sounded real weird, and I liked it, and everybody else hated it. And then I was like, no, come on, let's just listen to it. Let's go back and play those parts again. We played those parts again, and everybody was like, all right, this is kind of cool. It's like a chord loop, you know? It's not like a progression or no
I
shit.
think the people online hated it too, but I liked it, so I want to talk about it. So
I still hate it, man. I don't understand. It doesn't work, dude. Like, it just doesn't. This is good, because I've been meaning to talk to you about this. It does not work.
Yeah?
Yeah!
All right.
It's a fun song.
it worked for me. I think it worked for our listeners too. I think you guys are doing all right.
I don't know. I can't.
Me too.
I'm drawing a blank on the inception of the tune.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
take Spencer's word for it, but
I don't remember
I
Yeah.
definitely don't.
That was pretty tense for a minute when we were writing this.
don't remember that
So
either.
we were fighting. Apparently, Ben wrote the song, but it's a cool song because it starts with like, the way it starts with the drums and then the chords come in on what is at the end of 4, I believe. But since it starts without like a very strong beat, the chords kind of make it feel like when they come in,
Yeah,
it's the
like it's
downbeat.
got like a syncopated feel to it, right? Like
And then when the
Yeah.
beat drops, you're like, oh, this is actually
yeah,
the pickup. So
yeah.
we always like that, and yeah, it's a fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fun.
I
it's all-
loved it. I fucking loved it.
Thank you.
It's all dyads. Like if I miss a rehearsal and Ryan's just playing his part, everybody's like, I can't sing to this. If Ryan misses rehearsal and I'm there and I'm playing my part, everybody's like, I can't sing
Yeah,
to
it
this.
always
It's like
sounds super wrong.
it's the totality of our parts make
Right.
it sound good.
Right.
Amen, brother.
I think that anybody that's tried to play with a group of people, like some songs you feel like, yeah, this just hits right, and sometimes you're like, this isn't feeling right to me, and maybe the other guys that you're playing with are like, yeah, no, it sounds great, you know, like keep doing what you're doing. And you're like, you know, you don't necessarily think it's great, but or you know, it's like, yeah, this doesn't seem right to me, but it just comes together, man. It just works, and it does. Like that was a sick tune.
Thank you.
So
Me too. I like that song a lot. I love playing it.
yeah,
It's
no,
so
it
chill.
sounded great.
And then it's fun.
It's chill and then fun.
Yeah,
And then
right
chill
on.
I guess chill again.
It's a good song.
I think that if
I
you're
wanna
having
feel-
fun, you're playing better, just all the time. You know, if you're having a good time, it shows. You know, like people pick up on that, and it sounds good to them, and they're having a good time. So, I think that's what we strive for a little bit as musicians. So
how many songs did you guys play tonight? I mean, because I was in a position where it could have been like 3 or it could have been like 14.
It was,
It was
5.
5 songs.
Yeah.
And the first one was short, so it was really like 4 songs for.
I think
the
you guys
last
did the
hour
longest set
45.
we've had to date.
Really?
Awesome.
Yeah, no, and that's
Wi-
awesome. Yeah,
With the least amount of songs.
with 5 songs, yes.
It felt like a half an hour to me.
Yeah.
Do you kind of transcend time and space when you're playing?
Every time. I'm like Carl Sagan, you know, and you know, sometimes
Nice.
you just gotta zip through the like fractal realities.
Yeah.
You gotta find the other point in time really fast, so you gotta go quicker.
I think you guys were producing frequencies out of here tonight that were actually making Saturn. You guys were having an effect on Saturn. It's
felt
fun,
Saturn
which is why I think you guys brought Saturn up tonight.
I definitely could tell
The
that
relationship
Saturn
definitely
was
goes both
affecting
ways.
them.
Well, I could feel vibrate. They were. I could like sense vibrations coming back from Saturn that were recycled frequencies that you guys were sending to them.
It's because of the rings.
If that makes sense.
Saturn's the only planet that has like a ring in our solar
Visible.
How many
rings.
rings are you
I
wearing?
mean, visible to normal humans.
Uranus is
You can
right.
see them.
I never said that I could see him. If anybody
Nice.
out there is watching, like the CIA or anything like that, I'm not
Right,
stating
no,
that
we're not
I
talking-
personally can see rings on other planets.
Uranus is
but,
definitely visible.
Oh, there's a ring around that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Uranus has rings.
You know, there may or may not, in fact, be a ring around Uranus.
Yeah, there is.
There is. You can see it from its moon in NASA books. I learned this as a child.
Speaking of NASA, there is.
Oh.
Isn't that like something to do with the stock market or something?
Dude, there's this crazy shit going on right now with this fucking rocket that like staged incorrectly, and it's like orbiting Earth like every 90 minutes, and they don't know where it's going to land. It's like the size of a skyscraper,
Spiraling out of cockpit
and they have
control.
no idea where it's going to land. It's like the largest fucking game of Russian roulette ever played.
Nice.
In the next 2 weeks, it's just going to land somewhere.
I like
Here,
this.
for all we know.
Dude.
I'm on board with this.
It's
I
like-
like this idea.
It's like 96 feet tall,
Yeah.
20 tons.
Awesome.
You guys
It's just going to land somewhere.
You guys ever
Good.
seen the movie
People should
Armageddon?
absolutely cause themselves disaster now and again and just learn their limits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe
I'm
you-
not even
maybe
sure
you
how to feel
shouldn't have
about
done
that. That's heavy.
Yeah,
Dude,
maybe we
that-
shouldn't have gone up there.
that's
Who
heavy,
sent
man.
a 96-story rocket up there without checking everything out first? Well, you're bad.
I blame Bill Gates.
I'm not going to comment on that.
We try and keep it.
I don't care what you
political.
guys
Yeah,
say,
we
but-
try and keep
I
it
meant-
neutral.
I'm not going to comment on anything
I
either
meant my
way.
neighbor Bill Gates, a different Bill Gates.
Yeah, sure. The guy
I
that
met that
the
guy.
that
He's
I
a
thought
good
you meant
guy.
the guy that builds gates,
Oh.
like a carpenter. Bodie's a carpenter. He's probably
Yeah,
built
he
a gate or
builds
two
gates.
in his
Yeah, that's what I
time.
meant.
I have.
I was talking about Bill Gates.
Talking
So
about
you
Fred?
guys were mentioning earlier a festival coming up soon, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a festival the 14th and 15th of May in Adrian, Michigan, on our friend's property.
All right.
It's called the Oh My Fest.
Oh my!
Oh my!
How does one get invited
Yeah,
to
I
such
mean,
an
you
event?
just go and get
You can
tickets.
Just go
Is
buy
it?
tickets.
Yeah.
We can post the link in the event page for this podcast that we did or something. There's an event on Facebook. If you search Oh My OH-MI,
It's Ohio, Michigan.
because it's right on
Okay.
the border. We got
Yeah,
bands
yeah.
coming up from Ohio. We
Sure.
got bands from Michigan. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's 2 days. I think music starts at 5 on Friday and goes until 1 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, there's camping and
And
stuff.
that's the next time you guys are gigging, obviously, right?
Yeah, we don't have much going on these days until about June.
Nobody does.
I know, but things are definitely picking up in June. We have a pretty solid summer booked. I think every weekend has something from mid-June to mid-September,
Okay.
including a 2-week tour out to Colorado and back in July.
Nice.
That's an
Nice.
announcement too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Announce it.
Announced.
Please announce
Yeah.
it.
we just announced that.
We're going to Colorado
And back.
Which means if you live between here and Colorado, there's a chance that we're going right through you.
Hey, where we ending up when we're coming back home?
Get some of that Midwest.
That's not announced yet, so we can't talk about it yet.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Well, you're allowed to say whatever
We're
you
coming
want.
back home. I mean, so Michigan, I
We're coming
suppose.
home.
Yeah,
We're going home.
my bed.
We got a big announcement, folks. We're coming home
Yeah, going home.
from tour later.
It's a one-way tour, baby.
Nice.
Just back.
That's good though. This is like probably, I imagine, the first time you guys have been able to like get out and start moving and start doing anything. And I mean, was it horrible the last year? Did you keep working? Did you keep rehearsing? Did you do anything in studio? I mean, how'd you stay busy, dealing with the pandemic like we all have?
Well, we've been rehearsing like a crazy train or something. We've been rehearsing a bunch. I mean, we I think one of the things that at least that
Were
I'm
you ever
very-
going off the rails?
Oh yeah, every week. Yeah. At
Yeah.
least once.
yeah,
once
definitely
every
gone off the
week.
rails.
That's kind of my specialty.
Yeah.
Taking things off the rails. You know what I'm saying?
we should hang out, dude.
Dan's got a Donnie Benet shirt on.
Oh,
I'd like
the
to point
Don.
out that Dan is wearing a Donnie Benet.
You guys want to take a minute
Band
to talk about my
t-shirt.
shirt?
He's an amazing man.
Those that are familiar
Who,
with
me or Donnie
Benet
Benet?
have to
I'm impressed
figure
that
it out.
you have a merch from him. I'm jealous. I'm gonna
Oh, you
just
can
say that now.
thank my wife. She procured this particular garment for me.
Nice,
Thanks,
nice.
Dan's wife.
That is amazing.
It is.
But back to you guys have been then staying busy during the whole downtime, just rehearsing. Have you wrote anything new? do you have albums? Are you recording albums? Like what's out there that we can find?
There are 3 studio works that we've done, 1 full album and 2 EPs. And we've been, working on some new things here and there for our rehearsals, but we've really been hunkering down and trying to make ourselves a more consistent group. The thing about, touring, going to play for people that have never seen you is it's all new to them. So it doesn't matter, so what we want to do is deliver a consistent product.
But you guys kept working steady. You've been staying tight.
We've been working hard.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the amount that we've done. And even when COVID hit last year, we had been building a summer tour and ended up kind of rebranding it as like a fingers crossed kind of thing.
Yep.
And most of them didn't go through, but it's okay because that was a safe thing. That was the right thing to do. And we were looking forward to going through this upcoming season responsibly and with respect to everyone's safety as much as we can. But we're itching at the same time to get out there and play.
We all are. Oh, I'm just dying to go to any show, really.
Yeah. We do these things periodically where we kind of just get like a band getaway and we kind of either do it somewhere in the area and do like a lock-in, or we do like a destination kind of thing and spend a couple days somewhere and just pretty much play music like 80-90% of the time.
Right.
And we recently had this past was it fall or winter?
It was in November. It was your birthday.
Oh yeah, it was my birthday.
Happy birthday, Spencer.
Thanks, Brendan. Happy birthday, Brendan.
Scorpio season.
And we had a really transformative experience up there and kind of started doing some kind of new material and thinking about some things in a new way. Man, we're just so excited to just like hit the ground running.
Yeah. I think everybody kind of feels the same way. Everybody that plays just wants to get out there and start playing again. But I know myself, I'm just fucking dying to go to any show. I just want to go and see anybody play live. Like,
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
Right.
I haven't seen
No one
gone
has.
to some.
No one has.
There's some people have, but
they keep pushing off tickets that I used to have for festivals that keep postponing, and I think, but maybe the next thing I have is like Humphreys McGee. I think we got tickets to that coming up in Detroit. Yeah.
We'll
Yes.
Yes. We'll be there.
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Hell
fun.
yeah.
Are you coming?
I might.
Everybody's gonna be there.
our big festival stop this year is Summer Camp Music Festival for the first
There you
time
go.
with
Okay.
Humphreys and Ween and 3-6 Mafia.
Ween and 666.
Yeah, and Stormy fucking Cromer.
But
You're-
What?
You guys got a slot at Summer Camp?
What?
Yeah, we're on Summer
That's
Camp.
that's big news, boys. That's a big deal. Like, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that.
Yeah, I seen
That's
3-6
a-
back in the day, man.
That's a big bill, man. Hell yeah, guys.
Yeah, we're
that's
excited
awesome.
to be representing the jam scene that's been growing here in Michigan over the last decade or so.
Fuck
you
yeah.
know, starting to get down there and show some of these upper
Friends.
tier jam bands what we got.
Nice.
And
New
what all of our
friends.
friends got. Because what I think is really cool is that the amount of just talented acts that have really just been working their ass off for, 5, 6, 7 years now
Big time.
is really awesome. I mean, I know you guys have had Chirp on here. Y'all have had Pajamas
Not
on
yet.
here.
Chirp's coming up soon.
has
Chirp's
not
gonna
been
be
on
here soon.
as of
Yes.
yet.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yep.
will be here. And we've been doing gigs with those guys for
Since our
years
first
and
show,
years. And, like,
basically.
what,
Okay.
Oh,
what
even-
just
even
makes
before
me so
Cromer.
happy is how nobody's given up and everyone keeps pushing each other.
Right.
And I just know that when we get to the opportunity to display what we have in this area, people are going to be like, wow. These
No,
bands are good.
I could see you guys playing any festival bill anywhere around the country. I mean, you guys would just kill it. I mean, we all know the vibe, and
It's
you guys are just
probably
killer.
that
It
Mark
sounds
bass
great.
cab.
Yeah.
That's
Mark
that's
bass,
what
that's
I
the
say.
word.
With the Aguilar head, that's a little head, but
500.
yeah, dynamite comes in small packages, man.
That's right, baby.
Like the skyscraper rocket.
One thing we're also excited, like getting like this opportunity to have a platform at summer camp.
Yes.
And to demonstrate what we've been a part of here in Michigan, but also to teach fellow Midwesterners how to drink beer out of chairs, which is a big thing that we do.
Drinking beer from chairs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have a song.
Drinking out of cups.
Drinking out of cups.
Wait a minute. I'm from Michigan. I've never drank beer from a chair.
Well,
let's talk about this. Let's get into this.
It's a young man's game.
Wow.
Zing.
I'm going to go back behind the board now, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.
See, well, that's what I tell you about these interviews, man. Sometimes maybe I push the envelope, but if you don't,
sometimes the people are assholes.
Well, you just have to assert your dominance right off the bat, or they fucking make jokes like that. About you being so fucking old. Bodie.
We're gonna get into this. How does one drink out of a chair?
Yeah, very carefully.
Can somebody demonstrate?
Is it anything like boofing?
Absolutely.
What kind of chair do you need?
We need a camping chair, like a folding camping chair.
Like with a cup holder?
We're not doing this shit in any of my chairs, man.
There you go.
That's fair.
So we can't claim to have ownership over this ritual, but it was passed on to us from some elders, and we were at a festival one year, and I heard these people, the campsite down.
Elders,
from us,
huh? I caught that.
Yeah, from the campsite down
Shut
to
up,
us
Dan.
all day. It was like 2 hours, and we just kept hearing chair, and eventually we're like, all right, what the fuck's going on? We go over there. It's like 40 people standing in a circle. There's a camping chair in the middle of the circle.
Wait a minute, I've seen a video like this.
Yeah, and they're taking turns. Everyone goes chair, and they're taking turns cracking a beer. Or I've seen people do it with moonshine. I've seen people do it with a whole Bloody Mary. Whatever. I've seen
The
people
Bloody
do it with
Cherry.
Dan, get the moonshine.
And they chant chair. You pour your beer into the base of the chair, and then you pick it up and you drink it and you chug it, and then you gotta throw it in the air and flip it. The goal is to get it to land upright, but it doesn't really matter. And everyone, when you throw it, everyone goes, "Fuck that goddamn chair!" And then it lands, and everyone goes, 10 out of 10. And then these people, this campsite next to us, was literally doing this for like 6 hours, and it was awesome.
I think it's one of those you had to be there kind of things.
Yeah. So we've been doing it ever
we're
since.
bringing it
we wrote
around.
A song about
It
it.
sounds like a game that me and my friends could get into.
My
I'm
friends
not
and
gonna
I.
lie.
It's fun. It's one of those things.
For sure.
Yeah, it's definitely wookery at its finest.
Yeah, we get up to some shit at some festivals, and that sounds like something we might do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
So we're going to be encouraging our scamp audience to chair. We're going to make sure that a bunch of our friends are there and drinking beers out of chairs, trying to make an impression on the summer camp crowd.
You heard it here first, ladies
Jay
and gentlemen.
Goldberg.
Drink your beers out of chairs.
Okay, well, it was nice having you guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, so you guys said that you had a couple things recorded. Do you have an album? Is there a name? Like, where can we find it? Where can we get your stuff? Do you have websites?
We do have a website, stormycromer.com, I believe.
StormyCromerLive.com.
StormyCromerLive.com. We had stormycromer.com before. We don't anymore. But we have our 2 EPs and our full-length album on Spotify. We have...
Name them. Throw those plugs out there. What do you got?
Apple Music as well. iTunes, I assume.
And Bandcamp.
And Bandcamp, we have put a bunch of live recordings on there too. Our first EP is Piece of Pizza. We recorded in Syracuse, New York.
Love pizza.
Like peace.
Peace.
The peace.
We thought it was very clever.
We did
It is fucking clever. I
Speaking
love
of clever and, names and such, things of titular nature, if you will, Stormy Cromer, can we talk about that name? I'm sure this isn't the first time you've been asked that.
Normally people just get it.
Oh, well, we're not normal around here, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What is normal, anyway?
Exactly. Yeah. We don't know.
So how did you come up with a name?
Well, you don't just get it, Bodie? Gosh, everybody should just get it. Stormy Cromer, like that Stormy Cromer. Of course. What the
it's a band.
Oh, okay. It's a band. Right on.
It came down to one fateful night, You may be familiar with like maybe a bomber hat in the winter. You wear like a bomber hat. You know, you got this like a thing coming down off your ears, a fuzzy thing. Buddy from
I've
the
always thought that was called a toque.
It might be.
I'm familiar with Canadians. That's a toque.
So he's going to tell you guys where Stormy Cromer came from.
I was wearing a toque. And a buddy from the UP was like, "Oh, nice Stormy Cromer." So we were under the we're like, "What the fuck are you saying?" Under the assumption that from his explanation that a Stormy Cromer was any hat that had flaps.
Yeah.
So we named the band. We're like, "Ah, that's a funny weird thing you said you wear."
That's better than
UP, dude."
toque.
Like,
That's way the
Glad
way
you guys
better
did
name
not
than
go with
toque.
toque.
Yes. Yeah.
we didn't go with toque. We went with Stormy Cromer because toque is weird, and we decided
It's Canadian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Have you ever thought about calling it Cromie Stomer?
Yes.
Yeah, that was we were pretty close to calling it Chromie Stormer.
We've definitely had some sound guys call us that.
We've heard some people call us that before.
The nice thing about Stormy Cromer is that it is it's a fun band name to say as your night progresses. Like our fans after a Stormy Cromer show yelling our name is really funny because
Can you say it 3 times fast?
Stormy Cromer. It says what it starts to
No,
sound like.
no, he cannot.
The answer is no.
The answer is
What about
no.
any of you guys? Anybody say it 3 times fast? That was better.
Way
Well,
better.
Your turn.
Stormy Cromer, Stormy Cromer, Stormy Cromer.
It wasn't very fast and a little blip at the end there. All right, come on, Chops.
Stormy Cromer, Stormy Cromer, Stormy Cromer.
He's practicing in his mind that
better.
entire time.
He's been working
Yeah,
on that.
he
The chops,
wins.
dude. He's got
You
the
win, man.
chops.
You win.
Yeah,
What size shirt are you?
Large
Large?
or extra large.
We don't have a shirt for you or
Oh.
anything. He just
We might, we
asking
might.
questions.
It turns out this Stormy Cromer is a specific brand of hat from the UP.
Toque.
Yeah.
It's not a toque though.
It's
not.
actually, you know, if anybody from Stormy Cromer, the hat company, is out there, please just leave us alone. We don't want to have to change our name.
Good luck. We'll see you in court.
Right.
Gauntlets thrown down, bitches.
We're also huge fans of your hat. We've all bought them.
It's pronounced Stormy
We could be your
Cromer.
partners. We could make you a bunch of money. We could sell Stormy Cromer.
Yeah, we'll use your brand name anytime we want. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
There's no bad press. Don't worry.
We spell it different. It's like Leonard Skinner.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I took a little bit of a class on trademark stuff, and what I learned was that technically, because we are offering a completely different type of product, we're probably in the clear. But
You're not
also,
you're not selling any hats.
But also, technically, they would destroy us in court because we don't have money and they do.
It was better than our original name, Brooks Brothers.
So, yeah. I like Lizard Street.
I don't remember.
Or Burlington Hat Company.
Yeah, Burlington Hat Company. Right. Folgers.
That's pretty solid.
We wanted to be called Domino's.
All right. So
already
again,
two
though,
companies.
so what's the name of the album? What's the name of the EPs, and where can we find them? Let's
We got Piece of Pizza.
Let's circle back.
Piece of Pizza is an EP.
Okay.
That was the first release. And then we have A Tale of Two Mouths, the full-length album.
Okay.
And then we have the Solid Sessions EP recorded. Most of these were recorded actually at Solid Sound in Ann Arbor, Michigan, except for the first one, which is at Subcat Studios in Syracuse, New York. So
Okay.
shout out to Subcat.
We also have a single that was recorded at Stonecutter Studios in Chicago. The single's called Hallucinare. It's also on Spotify and stuff.
Nice. What led to you guys just cutting a single in Chicago? I mean, was that planned, or were you just happened to be there? Was it a live show or something? Like,
If I remember correctly, this producer was opening his studio, Stonecutter Studios, and his intern was just like emailing people, like came across our music and was like, "Hey, we like your music and we'd like to invite you to the studio." I mean, they were basically just soliciting us for studio time. And we were
okay,
like,
so you guys just made the trip out there and did
Well,
it.
so we looked a little bit into the guy, and his liner his credits are insane. He was an assistant on Graceland, and he's on a number of albums with 3-6 and Twisted.
he was with Kiss and
I've seen
Styx.
Twisted too, and Cottonmouth
yeah.
King,
Yeah, Enough's
Blaze
Enough.
You Dead Homie, pretty much all the old, drug
So we were
Thank you,
roll.
Hart.
we were a little bit like starstruck. We're like, oh shit! Like,
I think
And-
I played on Gene Simmons' guitar in that track.
Yeah, he had a bunch of old cool stuff.
Yeah.
but that
pretty
I as
fucking
far as
sweet.
as far as our recordings go, I think that one right there.
Did
if you're gonna listen to
smell
anything,
like
that one.
Valtrex?
yeah. It was
Oh.
stick and
Yeah. Just
vodka,
it smelled like bad decisions and
cat pee,
penicillin. Yeah,
hotel
yeah.
rooms,
Right. But we rock and rolled all
cigarette
all night.
butts.
Yeah, yes. But that's how you would want it to be. That's what you would want.
It smelled like rock and roll.
Yes.
Is all I can
Yes.
say.
Smelled like a good time.
And it had antibiotics.
Yes.
Apparently.
Yes. That's what I had.
He
to
was
get later.
Chris Steinmetz, that's his name. He was great to work with. He kind of kicked our ass in a way that a producer hadn't in the past. Because in the past, we pretty much worked with great producers, but producers that are more of our friends and that we just kind of like were having a good time. Is where he was like, "No, this is bad. Like,
Right.
No,
He
you
was-
gotta fix this." Like,
He was
yeah.
more producing us, whereas we've been working with engineers like in the
Yeah,
past. Like
yeah,
he had a say, in the creative process, and that I've mad respect to producers.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
totally, because they
Somebody
listen
that's
to you.
not afraid to tell you, like, hey, this is not working, or this is what, maybe let's try this, or let's try something different.
Right.
Like, somebody that's not afraid to throw that out there can lead you to some amazing places and make things go to the next level. I mean,
Mhm.
Can you guys take a second and each one of you try to think of a local band and give them a plug right now?
Yeah.
That would be great. Long hair over there was excited about that.
Brendan's
one.
ready.
I
He's
wanna
like, yeah, I'm
plug,
gonna.
Well, I love so many bands, local bands we've all played with, but I really want to make a big shout out to Mob Baker.
They're gonna be on soon.
They are? Well,
Those guys rock.
I hope you guys are watching because I love you guys. I love a lot of people, but I love you guys, and I like your music. I like the cut of your jib.
I'm
Well,
gonna
good. That fills me up with confidence, being that they're gonna come on the show.
They're really good. They're good friends, and they play really good music.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm gonna give my shout out to a band that I don't know quite how to pronounce. It's either Saj Tech or Saj Talk, and they're a Detroit-based alternative experimental group that is absolutely killing it. And they just put out some new music, I think today or yesterday.
Okay,
So
okay.
shout out to Saj Talk, Saj Tech.
Yeah.
Saugatuck?
Saugatuck.
I don't know. No.
It's spelled like S-A-A-G.
I swear to God, I've seen it written, and I thought the same thing. I was like, is it
Right.
Saugatuck or Sogtalk or Sage Talk or?
There's
Isn't
some
it with a
fire
J?
players, some super
But so
fire.
you're familiar? Are they
Yeah.
what's the lineup? Tell me about them a little bit.
Alex Coy is the singer. She's a great experimental or maybe avant-garde vocalist. She loves Bjork. I remember that very well. And Jonathan Taylor is a killing jazz drum player who went to school with Amin and I in Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor.
Not Jonathan Taylor from Home Improvement, though, right?
Same guy.
Same guy. Okay, good. Then we're good. Yes.
Simon Alexander Adams and someone that I'm not as familiar with. And Simon's a great programmer and keyboard player.
Okay.
Do they have a bass player?
They do, and that's who I don't know as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, I would give a shout out to some friends from the west side of the state. Desmond Jones, great group of guys, really social media savvy, good on the internet. And they just dropped a new single called Pink Moon off of their forthcoming album. So definitely go check that out. I know Isaac Berkowitz, one of the guitar players in Desmond, has during quarantine bought a pedal steel and has been really working up his chops, and the pedal steel sounds great on that track.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really great tune.
Do you think Pink Moon is any kind of an innuendo at all?
I believe it is named after a. I believe it's named after a festival that used to go on in North Carolina called the Pink Moon Festival that they
Dig
used
it.
to play.
Not where you were going, huh, Dan?
I mean, I wasn't sure where I was going. I was looking for directions.
It's a suggestive title.
So
I'll
is
give you that.
Is that sexual?
Is that it's your innuendo?
Yeah.
Uh,
Desmond Jones. All
no.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
We got one left here.
Yeah, well,
Spencer?
I was gonna say Chirp because like you asked for local, and I've been playing in bands opposite Jay for forever now, and he's just like a great musician, and every musical project
You
he's
hear a
in
lot
is
of good
awesome.
stuff about Chirp. I've
Yeah.
not actually heard them myself.
No, I'm looking forward to them coming on the show.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of good stuff about them.
Yeah.
So, how does everybody else in the band feel about the bass player's man bun? Let's get into honest realm here.
For years.
Which
Has
one?
it been problematic a little bit? Is that always the style that he picks, you guys?
No,
Or is this just like sometimes?
sometimes when he lets it down.
I bet there's a large section of ladies out there that really love that man. That's probably how you combat that you play bass.
Yeah. It's a recent. Well, it's not a recent addition, but I got the at this point. Yeah. At this point, I got the locks in the band. I mean, Brendan's the second here. I got pretty long hair. I mean, you used to have long hair too. Spencer's had some shags on him too.
How long does it get when it comes down?
You want to see it?
I mean,
Or
why not?
Alright.
I don't care too much, but I bet a lot of the folks at home want to see this. Like, really want to see it.
Venmo us $10.
I'm a little curious. Drop your Venmo before this.
He says I can't take it out. Do you want to take like a band vote on it?
Yeah, band vote.
He says no.
Take it out.
Take it out.
Take it out.
All right, take it out. All right, he's gonna take it out, guys. Inquiring minds, it's about to happen. I feel like we need some music. Almost to the navel. I don't know where specifically your navel is located, but it looks to be just north of it. Yeah, maybe an inch and a half. Maybe. Well, if you bend your neck, you can can reach a little further when you bend there. Not Marilyn Manson far, but I think that was a rumor. But the whole removing the rib thing. Anyway,
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, we've all heard that rumor, right? Yeah.
Yep.
No?
Yeah, anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, I heard that one. How are
So,
you?
Brennan.
Yes.
Have a little of this Japanese whiskey.
That is some
It's
nice
your birthday,
hair.
correct?
It is my birthday.
Have a little sip of that.
Cheers.
Let's all
Cheers.
happy birthday to
Hey.
Brendan.
Happy birthday.
We're glad that you spent your birthday with us,
I am
coming
glad
on
to
our
have
show.
Thank you.
I've only got a little left, so I'm just giving you some.
Cheers.
You know, man, you shouldn't take offense to anything I say about anybody's hair because mine's.
What's going on
it's
under the hat?
done. Something you want to see?
Yeah.
There isn't any there.
Usually
Oh,
on
okay.
Saturdays I shave it, but it's a couple days out, you know.
Yeah.
Good.
But I don't know if you can tell. There's a little bit of growth starting. The more growth, the more you can tell. But you look right here; it's just about gone.
What am I looking at?
Just about gone.
I'm not
right
seeing
See?
where.
Well, it's
yeah, I
that's
see.
why I shave it. So
Dan, the
it's harder to
cameras
tell.
don't zoom in that far.
Yeah, there's not much going on there anymore.
No, me too.
At one point in time,
There's a big spot.
at one
behind
point
me.
in time, I had hair down. It was maybe a touch longer than homeboy right here. Not you, this guy. My hair's never been that long.
Okay.
Yours is like almost like Rasputin long. Like it's like it's mysterious, dark and mysterious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
You look like maybe you could tell my fortune. When
Yeah.
you bring your hair down,
Yeah,
not with the
right.
not with the bun so much.
I rely on looking like that.
But it's sweet. I wish I still had long hair. Do you ever think about getting like cornrows or anything like that?
Yeah.
I definitely would.
Yeah.
Do it while you can.
Okay.
That's my advice.
Thank you.
By the time I was like got
Do
serious
it when
about
you're
like
in Jamaica.
going in
That's
and
when it's
paying to
appropriate.
get cornrows done.
Yeah.
Like I had some from friends and whatever tried to do
No, you
cornrows
didn't.
back in the day. Oh yeah, I did, dude. But like when I
Do you
like
have photos?
I got
Can you
definitely
produce them
photo-
next week? Can we have photos?
Absolutely, dude. They're on my Google
Can we
Photos.
put a stock photo on the website of you with cornrows?
Yeah, but the most
Awesome.
recent
Thank you.
attempt at cornrows I had was probably
Frank, Dan
5
in
years ago,
cornrows.
6 years
He's
ago.
going on the website.
And
Okay.
it was already too late. I mean, she tried, but she's like, dude, you know. But I think she tried really hard because she still wanted to get paid.
So was it like
You know,
one?
she should have given up before she even really. She should have seen what was going on and been like, "Sorry, sir,"
Right,
you know.
right,
But
right.
that's not the way it
Right.
went down. Let me tell you,
Right.
when you go to Hood to get some rows, they're gonna try if you're,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they want to get paid.
Yeah.
Right. That's what you're paying them to do is try, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was. She's
It's
like,
your fault
hair's
that
so
you can't grow
silky. I was
cornrows.
like, silky. I mean, it
That's
sounded like
only
a
your
compliment
fault.
at first, like silky. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, that's not a good thing. And then it's like really thin too. Anyway, the cornrows did not work out for me in my last attempt. Any attempts before that were not by anyone even approaching professional level. So I've never had sweet rose is my point. So get some sweet rose while you got some hair.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
Sweet Rose for Scamp.
All right, dude. Yeah. All right.
That might work out well, actually.
I'm
That
into
would
it.
be good.
I like that idea.
I'm not gonna
tag me in a picture if you do it.
Okay, I will.
My man.
Sweet.
Man, now I want tickets to summer camp, honestly. But
Bodie, you can't do rows either, can you?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, around the sides, I guess. Yeah, not on the top. No. So, who are the bands that you guys then, if you could go to a festival, if you could see anybody, like, what are your major influences? Like, what really just gets you guys going? Like, what are you into? Ryan, we're gonna start with you.
Yeah. If out of the touring bands around today, if the two bands right now that, and for a while actually, that if you gave me infinite money to go, whatever, follow someone on tour, I would go.
Money's not an object
yeah,
here.
right.
Dream show.
I would go check out Fish and Tool pretty much on any night of the week.
I'm
Those
with
two
you
groups.
on 50% of that.
For sure. Yeah, you're on probably the right side.
I'm on the Tool side.
I'm a big Rush fan too, so if they were still
There you
around,
go.
I would be on
Rush,
Rush.
yes.
King Crimson.
I have tickets to the Farewell to Kings tribute show from Primus.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna try
And
make
they keep postponing, but they keep telling me we're gonna have the show, so
definitely.
I'm gonna go see Primus play Rush.
Yeah, it's
so,
gonna be sweet.
yeah, awesome.
Brendan, what about you?
So I am getting a text that nobody can hear me in my microphone, or I'm very quiet. So I'm gonna borrow both of these microphones.
Yes, please do.
Instead.
We keep having issues with microphones. We're gonna sort out this stage nonsense.
So I have to say, hands down, my favorite band and probably biggest influence is probably Pink Floyd.
Yes.
David Gilmour is probably like my biggest guitar influence.
There you go.
And other than that, like bands around today.
Yeah, that's a huge
Probably-
one for everybody. What's a more recent, like, everyone loves Floyd.
That's really
Give me
hard.
something
It's
a little
really
bit.
hard to
Give
say.
me more.
I have to say I don't have a favorite, but I have a top three. And it's
Anything. What are you
Fish,
into?
Humphreys McGee,
Yes.
and Lotus.
Okay.
All for very different reasons. They all scratch a different itch.
Right.
In my musical tastes.
You guys remember the Itchy and Scratchy show?
Yes. And Poochie was another edition.
That's
Floyd.
the one.
Floyd was absolutely my first love.
Yeah.
And will always just be the greatest thing that ever happened for me.
Sigmund Floyd?
But yeah.
Sigmund Floyd.
You know, things change
Sigmund
though, but
Floyd.
you get into other stuff, and later on you mature, you change. And,
You know, he theorized that the semi-conscious mind manifests repressed desires.
That sounds just like Roger Waters.
We're talking.
Spencer.
Yeah.
Spencer, what's up?
Oh man, it's kind of hard to say.
Does anyone in your family own the kind of gag shop Spencer's?
No, but
Is that a family store?
that'd be really cool because I'd have a lot of lava lamps.
Yeah, most people named Spencer are probably affiliated with them,
Does
right?
anybody remember? Is Spencer's store is that like have the apostrophe in it or no? Is it like a possessive title?
I don't know.
It's multiple Spencers.
Yeah, there's
I
like
don't think
7
they're
or 8 of
around
us.
anymore.
Okay,
Dan?
there's like multiple Spencers.
Yeah, you go.
Is that what it is?
I don't think there's any stores in the mall named Spencer's anymore. I think they're probably
Really?
not around anymore.
For real?
Yeah, they're not doing so good.
Man, we're getting old, man.
If we're doing stock tips, don't buy Spencer's gifts.
You guys remember?
But
Hot
so
Topic?
about Spencer's favorite music.
It's a plural thing.
We're going
then,
to talk
right?
about
Not
Spencer's
possessive.
favorite music.
Oh, yeah.
Lately, man, it's probably been like Mars Volta and John Schofield.
And I am with you 50% on that.
Oh, yeah, which
And it's
50%?
not Mars
Schofield,
Volta.
right? Yeah. Yeah, Schofield, awesome. Mars Volta. No, they're good. I mean, man.
Mars Volta
I'm
back
getting
in the-
old, you guys. I don't get into a lot of heavy shit
Back in the
anymore.
day when I very first heard Mars Volta, probably approximately when they kind of sort of came on the scene, so to speak, I was like, not really into these guys. And so then recently, my homeboy Matt Pat, if you're listening, was like, man, now how much did you listen to Mars Volta? I was like, well, not very much, because what I did, I didn't much care for. And he's like, well, I'm going to put on an album for you. And because some stuff I was playing for him that I had ran across, like, reminded him of Mars. He's like, I think you'll like Mars Volta. So we listened to a good deal of it. And I kind of basically had a similar reaction. I listened to it with an open mind, and it wasn't bad. It was better than I had remembered it, and definitely like it wasn't bad to like work to. We paint, for a living, so we're painting, listening to Mars Volta and everything. It's like, oh yeah, this is all right, but I don't know that I'd go get an album. Schofield, my man, for real.
That's what's up. That experience happened to me.
I think we're not hearing you again, bro.
That experience happened to me as well, very recently. I never was really into Mars Volta, but then we were driving back from a gig a couple weeks ago, and I listened to him again, and I actually really dug it. And then my friend came over like a week or so later and put on their first album, and it's grown on me a little bit. I dig it a lot more. Maybe I was wrong about them.
I almost think it has to
Sometimes you're
grow
like
on you.
not in the right space the first
Absolutely.
time. Someone's like, "Hey, check this out," and you're like, it's okay, and then you don't really get into it, and then like 3 years later, you're like, this is fucking amazing. What was I doing? Like you got to be in the right time and place. I think sometimes.
Kind of what happened to me with this band called Stormy Cromer. Nah, just kidding, guys. No, that was awesome right off the bat.
Sucked the first time.
No, I actually.
One time.
when I had seen you guys before, like I had said, there was just so much going on.
Hey, at least we
around
saw
that
your
time.
good show.
I couldn't, and it had been like a significant amount of time. I couldn't remember what you guys sounded like, but I remember really enjoying it. Like, man, these guys are really good. And I was probably in and out, smoking cigs and stuff too, and some kind of establishment like that. But I remembered it was really good. And then hearing you, when I heard you guys start jamming tonight, I was like, oh yeah, these guys rock. But I remember having a really favorable impression, being excited you guys were coming. And it was very, very awesome to watch you tonight. Very cool.
Thank you.
Very happy to be here.
We're so glad to have you.
I put all of my birthday energy into my guitar playing today.
I felt it. It felt like you were aiming it directly in my mind's eye.
Yes. I like to direct my birthday at people's pineal gland.
It hit.
Just
I received
you gotta squeegee your third eye real quick with birthday stuff or whatever.
I'm not exactly
Just
sure what you mean by
before we
that, but
started the
I don't really
broadcast,
either.
Brendan actually was like, "Dan, this is all for you." So yeah, it is a real birthday performance.
Well, never mind. See, this is where I'm not sure like how far to take things sometimes. So I'm trying to when I get that feeling, it's like, all right, go shy. Err on the side of caution, Dan. Err on the side of caution. So I just know that there was some potentially funny and potentially overstepping comments that I was about to make, but I've curtailed that behavior.
We were potentially going to laugh or potentially get upset.
I mean, so what are you into? What's your huge artist? What do you want to see right now? Whose tour are you missing the most right now?
Whose tour am I missing the most? I would love to see over the last couple of years. Last year, I've been listening to like Donnie Benet here on the shirt, like a lot of like neo disco, neo.
There's
soul.
a lot of Donnie Benet fans out there watching right now.
There's a band that I've been super into for the past 6 months or so called Parcels. That's this like German like neo disco like funk band that's just like incredibly tight, and they're just so fun. And
how many parsecs would one have to travel to see Parcel?
12. All right, under 12.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
What's a parsec? How much is that?
A parsec is a distance.
Star Wars distance.
How much is it?
It's not really decided whether or not it's a time unit or a distance unit.
Like a light year, sort of?
Well, like we were talking about earlier, like
sort
when
of.
you guys are playing music, kind of transcend space and time. You know what I'm saying? Like, to understand a parsec, you have to stop understanding everything that you think you understand right now.
All right, I'm there, and so then what?
Because none of it's real.
Oh, okay.
If you watch Star Wars, you will not find out what a parsec is.
It's more likely, mathematically speaking, that we are in a simulation right now than that we're not.
Right.
Yeah.
So think about
I've
that.
heard that.
I like that one.
Yeah. It
Makes
kinda
sense.
Makes me feel
That's
better.
disturbing to me.
Why is it
You guys are
disturbing?
fucking
I don't
stoned.
like it.
Why not? What's wrong with being in a simulation? What's it matter to you?
I just don't like it.
Oh, that's fine. I respect that.
Ta-
I'm sorry that it makes
Take
sense.
the red pill.
Lawrence Fishburne, baby.
Yeah. Morpheus,
Cowboy Curtis.
Morpheus, red pill, blue pill, Morpheus, walruses.
Do any of you guys do any impressions?
Do I?
Wait.
Oh.
Here comes the game.
Get any movie. Name any movie.
Any movie.
Point Break.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I've never seen it.
Another
Try
movie.
again.
Forrest Gump.
Throw Mama from the Train.
I've never seen that either.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Kindergarten Cop.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
Terminator 2.
That was spot on.
I'll be back.
Yeah, right.
That's the obvious one.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Do the Silent Bob one.
I got nothing.
He's right.
He says, I got nothing.
Cool.
Yeah. So
He's dead on.
we've been working on this.
Shawshank Redemption.
Gummo.
I
Julian
never-
Donkey Boy.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. What did you say?
Julian Donkey Boy.
Never seen that.
Kids.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Good movie.
Kids.
Eraserhead.
Definitely haven't seen that movie.
The one where Arnold Schwarzenegger's has pregnant.
That's Junior. I want my baby. If it's a boy, Junior. And if it's a girl, Junior.
Oh my God. This guy's amazing.
I know. So good.
Hey, my brother and I grew up doing this shit with each
I
other
was there.
like my entire life, and that's what I don't know why, but him and I are both really good.
What are
at
you
this.
doing playing the guitar?
I don't know.
Well, we like to make jokes sometimes, like in the event that Brennan like forgets lyrics for something. We're like, well, we could just like make a movie
Yeah, if
with
we
the lyrics.
Make a movie out
Because
of
he knows movie lyrics, movie words.
movie lyrics.
Like it or
I
nothing.
know it's song scripts.
Movie lyrics.
Do any of you know all 50 states in alphabetical order?
I don't think I've worked with a singer who doesn't make up lyrics in the middle of a set. They just all forget shit and start making up stuff about hand jobs a lot of the time, or yeah.
I would just speak gibberish at that point. I don't know if I could come up with words on the spot. Yeah. We're going downtown and you get really
Is that
good
T-Pain?
time.
Go downtown, you get a really good time.
And you get your sneakers on, and you put your shoes downtown, and then you go to the subway station. And
That
you
works.
get,
And you get a handy from something.
See, yeah, it all leads
From the
to that
Wicked
hand
Witch
job.
of the
It
West.
all leads to that hand job.
Yeah.
Candies are dandy, and
See, it's
I like to eat candy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
what'd
thing
y'all
about
think of
improv
that?
is it's all how you get to the hand job. Like, you know that's where you're going. Like, it's a journey to it.
Ladies
you
and
know?
gentlemen, stay tuned for an a cappella performance.
I gotta say, out of all three hairstyles I've seen so far, I'm the most comfortable with that one.
Which
This one?
The ponytail, yeah, I
Oh,
like
yeah,
it.
you like that one?
It's
Okay, cool.
great.
You're not the only one, buddy.
Oh,
Hey, I don't know what that means, but I said it.
Send us $10 on Venmo if you like Ryan's ponytail. Send us $10.
That's a good point.
Give a wow react if you preferred the man bun.
Feel free to
And
leave
give
a
us-
review at stormycromerlive.com.
Yeah, give them the
On
venue
Instagram.
or Venmo. Give them the plugs.
Yeah, our Venmo is my name at AMIN dash Lancer, LAN.
let's have somebody else say that too. If you guys are mind, I'm questioning that microphone's integrity.
Our Venmo is Amin's name, which is so it's at AMIN-LANSEUR, and you can send any denomination you
Send your
choose,
money.
preferably one of the higher ones.
Any relation
Yes.
to Edie Amin?
No.
Is there a $1,000 donation tab on there?
You can choose $1,000. You can
Nice.
choose anything higher.
See that?
It's really your
I
call.
would suggest a minimum of
Ladies and gentlemen,
$1,000.
give until it hurts.
Please send Stormy Cromer a minimum of $1,000.
And get your tickets to summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buy your
Michael
tickets
Caine.
to
Caine.
So
Buy
impressive,
Buy your tickets
guys.
to
That's
summer camp
awesome.
and come see our set and drink beers out of chairs and make everybody there feel.
Listen to Ween and 666.
Yeah, get brown, You know,
Is
get
it-
3-6.
have they-
get Billy Strings?
I don't know if I'm allowed
What?
to ask this,
Yeah.
or I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it. But have they sent you guys like any lineup yet? Like
Lineup's out.
Is it still Humphreys?
Humphreys,
Three nights
Mo.
on Humphreys, 3 nights in Mo. Let's see. The headliners are
Yeah.
Humphreys, Mo, Sound Tribe, Billy Strings, Ween, 3-6
yeah.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Grizz.
Right.
Then there's it's super stacked. I'm really excited about it.
Special shout out to Biomassive, who are playing our
Billy
buddies.
Strings just announced a couple of dates around
Biomassive.
here. Actually,
Yeah.
he's
New
doing,
Year's.
Yeah, two Detroit in November and 3-night New Year's Eve run in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All right.
Billy.
Anything else you guys want to add before we wrap things up this evening?
Childhood traumas or like anything.
We
that,
can go there. I mean, I really wasn't trying to have anything lengthy like that going on. Whoa.
Easy there.
I don't know. Too
Yeah.
too blessed to
Yeah,
be stressed
yeah.
over here. I'm
Yeah.
good.
If there is any childhood trauma that anybody would like to discuss, I will
Irrational
take
fears?
I'll take the time to have that conversation with you
Ryan's
guys.
afraid of the
Are you
ocean
afraid of-
I'm
sometimes.
afraid of the ocean.
Like tortillas or anything? Are you afraid of tortillas or?
What's everybody feel about house centipedes?
I hate house centipedes. I know they're good and they kill other bad bugs, but they're so creepy and fast, and they have really long legs, and they're the only bug that makes me really mad.
They're awful.
What about mosquitoes, dude? Anything that fucks up mosquitoes is cool in my book.
I just set some
They don't
melted
make me that
chocolate out
angry.
for them and let them run through it. You know what I
The
mean?
centipedes?
It's like a fondue thing, and then they like if they're running really, you know how they're really fast, they get a lot of momentum going. They run through that chocolate, and it's they chocolate dip themselves. Yeah,
Oh.
for real.
If you put them,
All right, we're losing mics here. So
if you put the centipede in a jar of cream,
It becomes
It-
Santa cream.
it will. There were two house centipedes that fell into a bucket of cream, and one house centipede.
is this a
One
recipe?
one house centipede gave up and drowned, and the other house centipede, what did he do?
I think that's
He
called confit.
turned that cream into butter and
Message.
crawled out.
When you cook something in its own fat, that's called confit.
Ooh, confit.
Centipede confit.
Centipede confit, everybody.
That's the way I prefer to eat.
And
All
on
right.
that note,
Dan, do you have anything else you want to add tonight?
I
think we're.
I think I'm negative in the wanting to add anything at this hour. But hey, guys, I usually am not, still this cognizant this late. But because, you guys had only played like a song and a half by 11, it was like, come on, man, come on, just do it. Let's just do it. We gonna do it. And we didn't want to cut the interview short, man, because y'all were so much fun.
Well, thanks.
I've been having a good
I'm
time.
done. Yeah, and,
Awesome.
and I mean, man, thank goodness Bodie was here to pick up the slack, man, because I didn't have it in me to do like a full interview.
Well, thank you, Dan and Bodie. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're so glad you guys came out. Absolutely. Plug everything again. Give us all the plugs, your
All right.
albums, your websites. Send
So-
it all out there.
Facebook is
You guys have an OnlyFans?
www.facebook.com/Stormy Cromer Live. OnlyFans coming soon. We're
Say that
yeah.
one again. Say it first. I interrupted
So
you.
Facebook is facebook.com/Stormy Cromer Live. Our @ on Instagram is Stormy Cromer. Our @ on Twitter is Stormy Cromer1. Our @ on TikTok is Stormy Cromer. You can find us on our website, www.stormycromerlive.com, stormycromer.bandcamp.com. You can find all of our studio recordings and a lot of our live recordings. You could also find us on Spotify and Apple Music and all your other major streaming platforms.
Come bust
Awesome.
a move
Very
where
good,
the
guys.
games are played. It's chill. It's fresh. It's Noah's Arcade. Wait, it's the wrong show, man. Why didn't you guys tell me? Stormy Cromer. So if you guys search Stormy Cromer, you're going to probably find these guys. Either that or a hat.
Check them out.
it's a
Check them out
win-win.
live soon. Look for their albums. Look for them on the summer camp festival this year.
Are you guys going to come out with a calendar?
We've done one.
You're
done a
shitting
calendar.
me. You didn't bring it? You didn't bring
It's
me
a
copy?
2019.
We're doing next
Nice.
for well, there's another announcement, but next year
Is
we'll
it
be.
a, is
we'll
it a
be,
car wash calendar?
Next year we're gonna be doing the Men of Calendar Cromer, and
Yes.
we have 3 different shots of each of us in
Yeah.
sensual situations.
Well, I'll
gonna
tell
be
you
good.
what. I
gonna
will
be good.
push that for you guys. If you drop off a stack, they'll be gone instantly.
Hell yeah.
Yep, it's organized around sort of a pyramid setup. So we'll give you some, and you sell them to your friends, and kickbacks. You'll make more
Right.
the more you
Nice.
sell.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
You know, the more of your
Classic
friends that you can get
Ponzi
in,
scheme.
the more that, yeah. And it's not a Ponzi scheme. It's just
Classic
it's a
Ponzi
good,
scheme.
like,
It's a try.
opportunity.
I like it.
It's
This
an
is a great
opportunity.
business opportunity for everybody at home.
As far as you folks out there know, it's not a Ponzi scheme. So just go ahead and put your money in.
Yeah, I don't even know what Ponzi
Buy
is.
a calendar or 12.
Don't worry, I'll explain it.
He's the guy that went, hey.
Have a calendar for every month of the year so that you can not have to flip pages.
Every month, every day, every
that's what I think.
whatever. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for coming out. I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you came on the show. We'd like to just say thank you again. It was a great night. And everybody, check out Stormy Cromer. We're going to sign off for now. I'm going to have to leave the stage. And,
We're going to need you guys to repeat after us. Play something good. No, you guys repeat.
Play something good.
Something good.
Something good.
Something good. Something good. Play something good. Play something good. Play something good. Get a hand job from downtown.